London.
We're already in London.
깜짝이야. 락제부를 며칠로 가요. 깜짝이야. 쳐라. 진짜 이렇게 라면이야. 왜니? 왜 손맛이야? 바보대. 왜 일로 빠져야?
ज्याकेटहरु बनाउनु खाजा बोक्नु पानी बोक्नु पर्यो
बोक्नु पर्यो. त अझै बच्चा किजिनु पर्ने. अहिले हुँदिएको बा. कति कति हैन? निगान हाम्रो त जुत्तामा सेट भन्छ. कम्फर्टेबल छ नि त. Hi girlies. Hi girlies. Excited boy? Oh my god. के खाने रे आज? के खाने रे?
Starbucks. McDonald's. Bye. Starbucks.
बुढा हैनले के खाने हो? बाबु ठीक छ मलाई मिल्दै फोटो आउँदा आउन नयो
यता सेतो रहेछ
वेल डन ल ल ल ल ल ठीक छ ल यो मा चढ्ने हो
बस स्टपमा आइपुगेछौँ हामी बस कुद्न लागिरहेछ ओसिनोनीको मम्मी सुजित माइली कान्छी कान्छा जेठन 15 यो बस्नु जाने हामी Sorry, who's this?
Tay cái này nhớ lắm đâu nha. Hello guys. यसको अन्डरग्राउन्डबाट बाहिर हामी एस्केलेटरमा अब हामी बाहिर निस्क्यौँ यहाँबाट चिल्ड्रेन त्यता भित्र हिँड खाली माथि जाम माथि खाली खाली रहेछ छिटो 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 थ्याङ्क यू गाइस
Opera, the second longest running musical in the world, which opened here in the theatre on your right 35 years ago. Now we're coming into our stop for Trafalgar Square. We currently have 9 stops on our tour. If you're on the buses tomorrow, there will be diversions tomorrow. National Gallery is one of the finest art galleries in the world. It's right in front of us as the bus straightens up with the big dome on the roof. Canadian Embassy is on our right. Okay, so this is our stop for Trafalgar Square.
कति राम्रो भन्छ वेदर त कति राम्रो हैन यो वेदर पनि बुक गरेको थियो आज
As I mentioned before, the building ahead of us on the left is the National Gallery of Art, free to go inside. As we come into Trafalgar Square, you'll see it's basically a memorial to him. And it's right in the heart of London, we're right in the centre of London here.
You right?
Yeah. These sculptures are so good.
Down the base you can see the 4 famous lions. They're called Landseer's lions because they were created by the artist Edwin Landseer. He was an artist, not a sculptor, so he made quite a good job of these.
You guys having fun?
He was given a lion that has died of natural causes and he set the carcass up in his studio.
No, we started our journey from Coventry.
Got the head done.
So we're going somewhere else.
By the time
we'll
we've
end
done
up
that,
there.
the carcass had gone past its sell-by date, so we had to get rid of it, and there were no other lions in immediate danger of demise. So he modelled the body on his pet dog and the front paws on his cat. The centre of London, the geographical centre of London is that statue in front of us of a man on a horse. That's the centre point of London. As we go past that statue, there's a man on the horse, is Charles I, by the way. As we go past the statue, round this roundabout, if you look over your right shoulder, you'll see 3 square arches. And if you look through those arches, in the distance, you will get your only glimpse of the front of Buckingham Palace from the bus. We do have a stop by Buckingham Palace, but we're not allowed to drive in front of it. So there it is, about half a mile away down the Queen's Front Drive, Caution Mall. Buckingham Palace, the official London residence of Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth. Red. So these are the lifeguards. And they'll be guarding those sentry boxes till 4 o'clock this afternoon. Each soldier does 1 hour of duty. The big building on your right is the Cabinet Office, and to the left of that you'll see a little street with black railings and gates. That is Downing Street. That's where our Prime Minister Boris Johnson lives, at number 10 Downing Street. Number 10 is halfway down on the right hand side. The road sort of keeps in behind the Cabinet Office, and the first building you can see is number 10. When I was young I used to be able to walk up and down there, but times have changed. We're coming into Parliament Square now. I'll talk about the buildings as that we see today. Most of the one we see today dates back to about 1269, and the 2 white towers at the far right-hand end were added in 1745 by the architect Nicholas Hawksmoor. The church has been the place of coronation of all of our kings and queens, bar 3, since Christmas Day 1066. That was the day that the northern end of the houses. What we have now is the Houses of Parliament. So we're not going to get through this one. We're not giving much time on these lights today. Hopefully you can see the building I was talking about. It's just ahead of you on the left hand side. It's on the far corner there. But behind it are the Houses of Parliament. Now these were designed to look a lot older than they are because of the age of Westminster Abbey and St Margaret's Church, for example, and Westminster Hall. So they didn't want a modern building there by Victorian standards. So two architects, Charles Barry and Augustus Pugin, designed the Gothic-looking Houses of Parliament. Sorry, we was on the throne when the Houses of Parliament were finished, and just around the corner, and we've already seen it, Big Ben, officially known as the Elizabeth Tower. So we have the door which is opening at the Theatre Royal Drury Lane, which is the oldest working theatre in London. Dates back to the early 1700s. The Waldorf Hotel on the left hand side, beautiful Art Deco hotel. That is the Temple Bar, that column, and it marks the entrance to the City of London. So we are now leaving the City of Westminster. We're original, but the earlier St Paul's was destroyed in the Great Fire, and Christopher Wren rebuilt the cathedral in a totally different way. The last one was a Gothic cathedral, this one is pure Baroque.
दिदी बहिनीको पहिलो लन्डन टुर साइट सिइङ बसमा हैन
As I said, it took 35 years for Christopher Wren and his team to build St Paul's Cathedral, which was pretty much a lifetime. A wealthy Londoner may live to 35 times of plague and pestilence because they thought that the garlic would ward off the germs. Obviously it didn't. People use them for poultices and medicines as well, and food obviously. So Garlic Hill ahead on the right. As we continue down Cannon Street, there are a couple of Roman sites. I'm not sure if they've reopened. They probably have by now. We have the amphitheatre, which is underneath the Guildhall. Hall. That's about 200 or 300 metres away to our left. And about 100 metres away to our left, a little bit further along, is the Temple of Mithras. Both of them are free usually and wonderful to see. So worth having a look at if you're interested in Roman history. Now, the Great Fire of London started on the 2nd of September 1666 at a baker's shop in Pudding Lane. Pudding Lane is about 400 metres ahead of us. Thomas Farrier, the baker, was alerted to the fire at around 2 o'clock in the morning. He tried to save the bakehouse but failed. The fire had already spread to the timber buildings next door. It took about 4 hours to get down to the docks. They were only about 40-50 metres away. London's docks were massive modern docks, full of wooden ships. Also over there on the left we've got Sea Life Aquarium, Shrek's Adventure and the London Dungeons. And if you look over your right shoulder, London Eye is open. On a clear day you can get a view of around 40 kilometres. I would think today you get maybe lucky to get 4. Okay, this is our stop for Westminster. Tallest building in Western Europe, and down to our left you'll see Tower Bridge and HMS Belfast. HMS Belfast was a serving ship in the First and Second World War. Tower Bridge is the bridge that opens, the road section lifts when required. I saw it lift the other day. It's not lifting very often at the moment, but it's worth checking their website if you want to see Tower Bridge open. It may well do so later. Tomorrow morning it's going to be, it's definitely not going to be lifting because there is a triathlon race and the athletes are running across it, so we won't be able to cross Tower Bridge tomorrow, but we can today. I'll tell you more about Tower Bridge when we get closer. Lovely views down the river to the left as well, looking back down towards Westminster. If anybody wants to do the river cruise, you get that from the jetty, which you can see down to your left there. So when we get to our stop for the Tower of London, you just keep walking around the Tower of London, keeping it on your left-hand side. Aim for those trees that you can see down there pretty much, and that'll get you onto the river cruise. If you want to go into Tower Bridge, the entrance here on the left-hand side. Tower of London is open to the public as well. And the entrance to the Tower of London is just by where the river cruise is. By the jetty there, Tower Pier. Conqueror between 1066 and 1075. The rest of the walls and fortifications were added by various kings up to about 1330. That was pretty much as we see it today. Oh, there's a bit of flooding there, not too much. So about 1330. Originally built as a fortress, and the Royal Stopford Tower of London. We do have a set of traffic lights here. When we got under budget. So Waterloo Bridge above us now. Coming up ahead of you on the left, you will get a glimpse through the trees of Cleopatra's Needle, London's oldest monument. Footbridges and one railway bridge. The railway bridge is the Hungerford Bridge, which has trains coming in and out of Charing Cross Station, which you'll see up the hill on your right. And the two footbridges, one above us now, these are the Golden Jubilee bridges. They're the most modern bridges across the London Eye. On the right is the Ministry of Defence building, followed by New Scotland Yard. This is their quarters of the Metropolitan Police. Here on our right, Metropolitan Police were founded in 1829 by Sir Robert Peel, who was a politician and later Prime Minister. Coming into our stop, once again for the River Cruise. This is our stop for Westminster Pier. We have the Houses of Parliament and Big Ben in front of us. Big Ben's official name is the Elizabeth Tower. Most people call it Big Ben, so I will call it Big Ben too. Just so there's no confusion. It chimes 11 times on Remembrance Sunday at 11 in the morning. As we come into Parliament Square, I think we have a little bit of a diversion out of Parliament Square. I'm not sure, but I'll find out when we get round the corner. So you've got the Elizabeth Tower, better known as Big Ben, on the left. We've got the House of Commons on our left. And just as we pass Big Ben on the left, we have the beautiful Westminster Hall. I did mention this and pointed out last time we came through, dates back to 1098. Westminster Hall was built by William the Conqueror's son, William II, William Rufus, called William Rufus because of his red hair, which was destroyed in the Reformation. Now this area started to develop more in the 1600s, and they realised because it was a farming community that hardly anybody could read or write, so they decided to build some schools. Buckingham Palace. We're not allowed to drive in front of Buckingham Palace, so if anybody wants to have a good look at the front of Buckingham Palace, you'll have to leave the bus, I'm afraid. There is no changing the guard at the moment, but the soldiers who do guard Buckingham Palace live in the white building on the right. This is the Wellington Barracks. There are 5 regiments of soldiers living in the Wellington Barracks. The Coldstream Guards, the Grenadier Guards, the Scots Guards, the Irish Guards and the Welsh Guards. And they all take great pride in guarding the Queen and the royal family. An area of London known as Belgravia. They say it's the most expensive part of London to buy a property. Looking at about £2 million for a studio flat in Belgravia. You'll see some of the houses. They are beautiful gardens. There's a massive lake in the middle. King George VI, he was a very keen tennis player. Despite smoking 50 cigarettes a day, very keen sportsman. This big roundabout we're coming into is officially known as Duke of Wellington Place, as the sign tells us. Londoners call it Hyde Park Corner. The massive arch coming into view on the right-hand side, the Wellington Arch, was built to commemorate the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, won by the Duke of Wellington, who you can see over there on the right on his horse, statue of the Duke of Wellington there. So Battle of Waterloo 1815, final battle in the Napoleonic Wars between England and France. Duke of Wellington on his horse is staring straight at his old house. This beautiful house coming up ahead of us, as we bear right onto the roundabout, is Apsley House. The big house you came to when coming into London. The address of this building on your left, ahead of you on your left, is number 1 London. We're heading up Park Lane, up to Marble Arch and Oxford Street. That's our next stop. Then we'll be coming down the other side of Marble Lane and Park Lane and heading through Piccadilly down to Piccadilly, which is entitled Still Water, by a man called Nick Fidden Green. That used to stand up at Marble Arch, but it was moved down here to make way for the Marble Arch Mound, which has had mixed reviews. Well, no, actually not very mixed at all, pretty much all negative. But maybe they'll get their act together. We'll see the Marble Arch Mound in a minute. Beautiful horse's head sculpture on the right-hand side. And that very dramatic sculpture in front of us is the statue of Achilles, and that features the face. Hyde Park, London's, central London's largest royal park. Covers around 352 acres, and on the far side of the park you can sometimes get a glimpse of the Serpentine Lake, which is a man-made lake which was provided for the benefit of Londoners by Queen Caroline. The lights change. If you look down the hill to your right, at the very bottom you will see a red brick building. This is St James's Palace. It was originally built by King Henry VIII between 1531 and 1536.
Pani, gari, ghaam.
Pani, रमाइलो भयो
रमाइलो भयो जेस थ्यांक यू दाइ
भन्नु पर्यो
बधाई हो
सम्झना बिर्सेन
सम्झना बिर्सेन जहिले किन ढाममा
थ्यांक यू
भेरी मच बाइ
मिगन
चाहिँ यो फ्राइज खानु त किन एउटा चाहिँ पुरै खानु यो धेरै खाने चाहिँ यो हुन्छ क्या अलिअलि त खाइहाल्नु
Hello there, hello there. Jump. Oh my God, photo खिच्यो सेलिब्रिटीहरु यहाँको ल फ्यामिली चाहिँ भर्खर यहाँ हेर है म मान्छे मात्रै खिचिदिन्छ है ठिक छ सबैजना फोटो भयो फोटो क्युरिया
Hello, kहाँ हो मिगन यो?
London!
No, what's the exact name of this location?
The National Gallery.
No.
Buckingham Palace.
Trafalgar Square.
Trafalgar Square.
How do you know that? Look at that. See?
It looks like it's moving.
And Miguel भन्दैछ मैले के रे यो?
Trafalgar Square.
Good. कसो थाहा पायो?
Ice cream.
Yeah, and then which way is Buckingham Palace?
That way.
Good. Put that mall there. Oh my God, pani is here.
Why?
You go down or?
But you only put in this part, okay?
कहाँ हो यो?
Not me, I was going to not me. Okay, I'll
Good. No, that. Drinking the promo water again.
Drinking there?
Cholo.
Huh? Chay, rasan.
Hello guys, come. Come. छिटो यता आउने रे के
ल त मामा फलो गर्ने
देखेको चाहिँ मैले केही छैन है देखेको चाहिँ केही छैन यहाँ भयो
बिन प्यालेस गाडी कहाँ बिन हुन्छ कहाँ छ खै बिन त हेराक्दैन होला
बल्ल खुसी भयो यिनीहरू पानी खेलेर बर्बाद तिनीहरू हेर पानी
आमाको साइनो बाउको
अनि यस्तो भन्नुपर्छ भने हो भनेर
मासु पकाउने मान्छेहरू यो नयाँ भाइलाई पनि यसो खिचिदिउँ न भनेको भाइ त लजाएर हो के हो पानी अझै बिस्तारै हालेर भाइको स्पेसल भेडाको मासु योभन्दा अलिक धेरै खानु पर्यो होला नि झोल आज चिसोले साह्रो उयो हानेछ बिचराहरू एउटाले भित्री कोट लाउँदैछ होइन कहिले त यहाँ सल्नु
ट्रायंगल शेपमा
रेडी धनिया कट्टो खले रेडी किन न रेडी
जेजनको अघिदेखि सुने भए रेसिपी त पुरा हुन्छ नि त हैन
टन बाइ टन हैन दाइ
यो
त्यसको भएर भने तेल तताइदेखि के तेल ल्याउ म कढाई मसाला तेल लिएर आऊ भनेर
पानी हाल्नु ठिक हुन्छ
सरी ल चर्को भयो भने
ठिक हुन्छ
नुन हाल्नु पर्छ पानी हाल्नु पर्यो पानी हाल्नु भने झोल खानु पर्यो नि त भात हाल्ने मान्छे यहाँ भात हालिदिने मान्छे लु दाइ धनियाँ सरर आयो यहाँ
अमिलो त नदिए एउटा काट्दै ले
ल ओ माइले दुध अब त करे छ ल नुमुली त नुमुली ल दाइ ल यहाँबाट चल बुवा सरररर ये
यहाँबाट हो कि म पाइबी त अन्त राजन छ फेरि
फुटेर आयो कि त कोही त लाग्दैन ए अन्त
ताइ त त्यो म थर्बै क्यु म थनी आज हेर्दल रा तर ताइ त थर ल सरररर ताइ त जलवा हो र तर अमिलो म बथनी क्यु दे हो र जलवा बाटो अनि सरररर
यहीँबाट के झ्याप्पै
ल ल पि ताइ पि चल ल खाना खाना दामी के है थ्याङ्क यू ल सुरु सुरु हाल्नु त्यहाँ त्यसो न स्याखु भयो कङ्चाउरा कि भए ल ल खुबु त पुरा रस रस ल ल हाल हाल बाबु हाल ल हाल हाल वेल डन दामी हाल्यो ल बाबु 시원지션. 얘는 발로는 브라더님라. 라. 요즘 मेरो भाग चोला हाल्दै बाबु मलाई त माथि चाहिँ बमा पाउँदा थ्याङ्क यू चल चल ल थ्याङ्क यू ल सुरु है ल सुरु सुरु मिठो बाबु आता ल्याउँ यहाँ न छुए छुए यहीँबाट हाल्दै खाने के मन कस्तो मिठो भएछ है चाहिँ न Candy? Oh, ल Happy भयो?
Yeah, I got marshmallow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.